Well, hi there. Today actually marks the anniversary of the painting of the telephone. That took place in 1876. That was down to Alexander Graham Bell. Now, the telephone is something that we all take so much for granted. But I remember reading somewhere that someone said of the phone when it was first came out, "I can see a day when every major town will have one." Little did they know. Now, the obvious subject to link with this, of course, is prayer. Because, the idea that prayer is us communicating with God, and the phone is a real help to communication. It's quite a challenging link, actually, because the point of a phone, of course, is that it allows for two-way conversation between people. One person talks, another one listens, then the listener might reply, or the one who was talking now listens. And we all know it's rather tiring to have totally one-sided conversations. And I wonder if God sometimes feels a bit like that. Because then we often do come to God when we need something. And it's probably the case we tell him, often at length about what is on our hearts. And then we will stop and we go away. We're happy we prayed, we brought the situation to God, but we haven't really engaged in conversation with him. Now, part of the reason behind this, I think, is that it's not just we don't give space for God to communicate, we're not quite sure how he communicates with us. I think more often than not, it's not that God speaks, like a friend might speak to us. His communication is often a bit more subtle. It's like a whisper sometimes, or an impression, or a picture that comes to us. And I think we have to give it the time and that sensitivity to hear or to be aware of his communication. Now, the thing about prayer that's totally different from a telephone call is this. When you phone someone, you have to wait and see if they're there. If they're not there, well, you try again, or you wait till they are there. That's not how it is with prayer. In Psalm 139, verse 18, it says this: "When I awake, I am still with you." Isn't it lovely? When I awake, I am still with you. The sense is that if you're having a conversation with somebody and they go away, well, then of course the conversation is cut short. It stops, it's ended, because the person you're talking to is no longer there. With God, it's totally different. He never goes away. The psalm is saying, even if you go to sleep, he's still there waiting for us. And the picture this psalm gives is that when you wake up, he is still there. He never went away. He never went away to wait till you wake up. He's still there. That's the beauty of our relationship with God. We might sometimes blow hot and cold. We might be more intense in our relationship at some times than at other times. We might even ignore him at times. But he never moves. He never goes away. He never withdraws. What's even better, he never stops loving. So this is the verse I want us to take into this day and the days ahead. When I awake, I am still with you. As we breathe in, let's find these words. When I awake, and we breathe out, I am still with you. When I awake, I am still with you. Let's just let those words play on our minds for a little while. When I awake, I am still with you.